All right. So one obvious benefit of building your elevation schematics in SketchUp is because you're modeling the building itself and not just drawing the elevation, you actually can have multiple views. Okay. You can go to the right view or the front view and even the roof. So for your schematic elevation, to do or have a schematic elevation, you go to this tool here for your scenes and then switch to front and then change your perspective mode into an ortho mode. And then you can just simply zoom in and out. You can press your middle button so you can pan while holding the shift key. Okay. And then yeah, so this view uh, can be used to as your schematic. Okay. And you can have actually different styles of your schematic by going to this button over here, which is your styles. And then, so that button here is this one, styles. Okay, um, close this. And by default, you have these styles that shows hidden lines. And then you can switch to a different style because if by default you can only have these styles, but if you click on this browse tab, then you can select different styles. And default styles will bring you one with a colored background or a softer touch. You can even go to kind of a sketchy style, like over here. Okay, very very loose, very very sketchy. Some and here's more something that's more refined. But they're all like designed to appear as though this one is a sketch. Okay, you can even go and do a sort of a black and white kind of thing. Okay, or you can do I think colored set or colored style. You can do a kind of a paper matte style, and that's certainly a schematic looking drawing, or something like this, or something like this. Okay, this one mimics a crayon on a rough paper. Okay, so this is a schematic. You can certainly uh, snip that and use that as your schematic drawing. Okay, you can submit that to Padlet as one of the requirements for our schematic drawing. Um, However, the benefit of going to SketchUp uh, is obviously you can have different styles of drawing, uh, and you can have different views. So you go here to um, front view, and then you can go into the right view, okay, left view, which is a firewall, okay, top view, okay, front view again. So yeah, um, and the good thing also about doing it in SketchUp is you can actually have perspective mode. So right now we are in ortho mode, okay? And you have to click on this button under scenes. You click on this button, it becomes perspective. It has a vanishing point. And to achieve bird's eye perspective, what you need to do is you need to use the scale model of a person. And what you're going to do is you're going to um, exit. You're going to see if this one here. There you go. You want the eye of this person, okay, on the horizon, right, like that, okay, on the eye of the horizon. There you go. Whoop, on the eye of the horizon. So that's going to be a normal perspective, and then you can sort of orbit around. Just make sure that the eye of the person is on that level, on this is the horizon, that in his eyes on that horizon. That would be a true perspective. You can zoom closer, okay, but once you zoom closer, you can see that the eye of this person is now above. So you want to bring it down again, okay. Even if you pan it, as long as you bring that the eye of that person, okay, in the horizon, right, like that, then this will be a true perspective, okay. Yeah, so that's one of the benefits, and because you have a perspective that was easily viewed or easily done because you model the building in perspective, then you can again switch into a style um, that mimics paper, and you can again submit this as your schematic, and uh, because it's in perspective, it's easily understood by your client. So this is the front door. There's a balcony. There's an overhang, and then there are things that protrudes on this window. So yeah, so it's a better understood compared to a flat drawing of an elevation, and that's why for me, I always now model my preliminaries, my schematics on SketchUp so that I can generate a perspective, a true perspective, which is easily understood by your client, by any non-architectural person who's looking at this drawing. Okay, so yeah, you're going to submit a schematic, and if you did it in SketchUp, you will have different options to show the left view, right view, and you can even show perspective, which is a pretty amazing thing when you spend time modeling it on a 3D visualization tool like SketchUp. Okay.